Yo, what's up, guys? Late night date vid. This one is called "The Biggest Problem Dudes Have in Dating Is They Don't Approach Women." So it's like, and they complain, it sucks out there, and they're not approaching women. What the fuck do you expect, dude? You know, like, what? In screenwriter language, that'd be like, no one read my script. Did you ask anybody to read your script? No. What? Fuck, then there you go. Like, what are we talking about? Come on, man. Like, be a man. Step up. Go talk to women. That's your biggest problem. If you're having a problem dating, that's your biggest problem, right there. Okay. I want to say this before I get into this. You know, it feels like some guys are like, and I'm not even going to go through all this. I just have two notes at the bottom, and I'm going to deal with this other shit in a different video. Anyway, so it feels like some guys want women to approach them. What are we, no, like, that's not how it works, bro. Okay? If you're waiting for that, then you're going to be waiting forever. For women to approach you, like, that's not how it works, dude. That's like saying, I want the industry to approach me, like, come knock on my door and beg me for a script. That's not gonna happen, dude. Okay, there's your analogy. You gotta be like, same shit. It's really the same principle. You want to date, you want girls or a girl, like whatever your thing is. You're gonna have to go out and be proactive. Same with the industry. Same shit. Same philosophy, dude. Okay. But for me, if a woman did like what do you want them to do? And some dudes complain about that. What do you want them to do? Like, you're at some bar or something, you want some chick to just sit on your lap or something? What? One of the worst pickup lines I ever received from a woman is, swear to God, it's fucking true. I have it somewhere. If you don't believe me, I'll fucking show you. I usually show you guys shit, but I should have found it. But she said, I want to bounce on that thing and leave a puddle. No, thank you. Like, absolutely fucking not. I don't care what you look like. That freaks me out. Like, as a dude, like, I don't know. No. What's the catch here? No, thank you. Do you have HIV? Honestly, bro. Like, no thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Like, are you fucking serious? But let's get into the video. So one thing I want to point out, and I'm not going to stay on this too, like, real quick. Like, dating in the real world does not match fucking Twitter at all. If you looked at Twitter, I'm gonna get off Twitter real quick. Watch. If you looked at Twitter, you would think like the majority of women hate men and want nothing to fucking do with them. No. That's not true. I'll prove it to you in 1 second. But if I came home and my lady had her fucking head shaved, hey, little sugar, where you at? And she turns around the corner, head shaved, fucking what? I'm not gonna have sex with you for 4 years. I'd be like, oh, cause who's president? I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. And there would be a knock on the door. She'd be like, hello? And someone would be like, here you go. She's like, what's this? You've been served. Proceeds the fuck out of here. Okay? Fuck that. No, I'm not doing 4 years for some crazy chick like that. So be careful who you pick, guys. All right? And there are some crazy chicks out there. There are psychos. You know what I mean? Like ultra fucking feminists, like to the death. Like, that want our balls to be cut off and thrown in the trash. That's true. Some of them are that, but let's get past that, because that's not what this video is about. The point, let me prove to you that that's wrong. Romance novels, bro. Romance novels. I can't think of a single dude who reads, I don't know any dude who reads romance novels. No one. Okay? Right before I did this video, I'm like, and by the way, this tree is coming down Monday, bro. Like, that's it. To my lady, it's coming down, bro. We're done with this. If my homeboy Stan saw this, he'd be like, bro, like, no, get that out of there. Because he pulls this shit down like the day after Christmas. Everything's, boop, it's gone. Anyway, my lady's at work right now, so medical shit, you know, hours all over the fucking place. But my homeboy, what makes me think of doing this video is my homeboy who I'm training. He's taking my course, you know, one person course just for him. He's out right now, you know, and I've said in these videos, he's out right now. You know what I'm saying? And having a great time. And so that's why I'm doing this video. That's what made me think of this. Because I'm talking to him while he's out. We're texting, you know. So let me go to there. So romance novels. I don't know a single dude who reads them. And I'm like, I wonder how big that industry is. I have no idea because I don't read them, you know. And I pulled it up. It's $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion. So that does not match Twitter at all. Okay? So what women are saying on Twitter about fuck all men, whatever, does not match that. Does not match that $1.4 billion of romance novels at all. And that genre, by the way, is the biggest fiction genre there fucking is. Did you know that? I had no idea. I did not know that. Okay? And have you heard that shit? Okay? Like my lady listens to that shit sometimes, and one time our earbuds got crossed, and suddenly I'm like, wait, what is happening? Like, and true fucking story. And it's like, and his throbbing, you know, manhood, you know, his sword is penetrating her flower. I know what the fuck that means, you know? That shit, I'm like, what the, I'm like, bro, like, I think your audiobook's in my shit, like, I'm listening to it, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This shit is graphic as fuck. Way more graphic than I am on my channel. Way more, bro. So I'm just like, holy shit, bro. Is that what the fuck they're saying these things? You know, she's like, yeah, that's how I'm just like, holy fuck, man. Like they tell you, like, you know, it's going in there, you know, like, they straight up say it. And it's all women writing this shit, okay? And all women reading it, you know? And think of like 50 Shades of Grey too. Another woman writer, right? So no, that, like, this is real life, you know? 50 Shades and the romance novels. That's really, you know, romantic. Women want, you know, and you hear some of that shit, and you hear like the man's the man, you know, and he's very masculine, and he's very romantic, and he sweeps off her feet, and it's like, my darling, you know, all this kind of shit. Like, that's what women want. They want a man to be a man and approach them, you know. But the thing is, here's the catch: they want it to be the right guy. It can't just be anybody. You know what I mean? But still, they want men to approach them. But here's the thing: a lot of dudes are afraid to approach women. They're afraid of that. That's their biggest fear. You know, over like you know, they say like the biggest fear people have is public speaking. You give a guy a choice, like go, speak in front of 100 people or go talk to this beautiful woman. Which one's scarier? Every guy's gonna be like talking to her, approaching her is way scarier than that. That's easy, no problem. That's scary. I gotta like take a breath and get myself together. You know what I mean? But still, who cares? Go approach her. So what I would recommend for guys, go listen to like a chapter of that shit. It's a weird suggestion, right? Weird dating suggestion. Go listen to that shit. Go listen to a chapter. Go listen to how like erotic and how you know sexual and romance and all of that. Like go listen to it. That's what women fucking want, bro. You know? Like ultimately, like I'm not saying like from like jump street, you know what I'm saying? Like ultimately they want a man to be that way with them. You know? Like it's a bit of a fantasy genre, but still they want a version of that. You know? Heterosexual women, okay? Calm down. Gotta do all these disclaimers. So one thing I want to say is like for guys who are like I get put in the friend zone, dude. Like here's the thing. Then don't you're putting yourself in the friend zone. That's what that is. I'm not even close to done with this video. I got another 10 minutes. You're putting yourself in the friend zone. You know, guys complain about I'm in the friend zone. Then stop acting like a friend. Start flirting. You know what I mean? You think she's cute? Flirt with her. You know? Once you get put in the friend zone, there's no coming back from that probably. You know, and then what do those guys act like? They're very they could go out with a girl like that for drinks, let's say, and the girl could have the chick, woman, whatever you want. It all means the same thing. It's not derogatory. That's the end of my fucking disclaimers. And they're talking to her like they're like honestly, man, like they're her gay friend. How is she supposed to see you as sexual? She's not going to. You know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah, yeah, ha ha, oh yeah, yeah. Your voice gets really high and shit like no, bro. Like she's not gonna see you that way. So then don't do that. Okay? There's the fix for that. For not being in the friend zone ever again. Don't put yourself in there. Let me go here. Let me go to a hypothetical story, right? And it's very close to based on reality. Actually, it is 99% reality. But I'm still making it up. But I've been through shit like this, is what I'm saying. So you're at a bar, right? Let me paint a scenario for you where to show you like how you could do it, right? Let's just say you're at a bar, right? And I don't really recommend bars for trying to find girlfriends. I don't. But let's say you're at a bar, right? And you go solo. You're there by yourself. Oh my God, that'd be terrifying. Get over it. Be a man. Go out. Well, won't women think I'm weird for that? No, dude. You just sit there with confidence, you know. And I'll get to that. So let's say you're having a drink at a bar, right? And you notice hot. Let me put my lights back on. And you notice a hot. Fucking. That's what we think when we see some like guys, right? We think, oh fuck, that chick's fucking hot, man, right? Beautiful, gorgeous. You know, that's what we think, right? So you notice a girl at the end of the bar, and she smiles at you, right? But it's not one of those elevator smiles like, oh, thanks for holding the elevator, bye. It's not one of those. It's one of those like sly like, Smiles like that. You know what I mean? I can't do it. You know, I'm not a chick. But it's one of those, right? So that's your clue right there, bro. There you go. There's your clue. And some guys will be like, was that meant for me? You know, if there's other people around, was that meant for me? You know? Yeah, dude, wake up, bro. Yes, that was meant for you, dude. Okay? And let's say, you know, let's say you look back and you smile back, you know? And she kind of like, whatever, like stirring her drink and kind of looking at you, then get the fuck up and go talk to her. Okay? Like, here's where guys fuck up. They'll just sit there. What do you think? She's gonna come over to you? No, go over there. So what do? So you say, okay, you leave your drink there and you go over, and what am I gonna say though, dude? It's easy. What you say is, hey, what's up? Hey, I want to introduce myself. My name's Jason. What's your name? You know? And she's like, oh, I'm such and such. Oh, nice to meet you. And then you know instantly, she already smiled at you, right? So probably she's gonna be smiling right now when you introduce yourself, because she's gonna be happy that you introduced yourself. Oh, he came over. He got the fucking hint. Stupid, you know? I'm telling you, come over here. Like, that's what she's saying, you know? Come talk to me. So you introduce yourself, you know, and then you say, do you mind if I bring my drink over and sit here? And she'll probably be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, grab your drink. So you're like, all right, cool, you know? And then you go grab your drink, and then you sit next to her, and then you just start talking to her. What do I say, dude? It's easy. Just, you know, like, don't be like, do you come here often? No. First thing, easy. First thing you could say is, what are you drinking? That looks good, you know? And she's like, oh, I'm drinking this, that, you know? Then you're like, oh, how do you like it? Is it good, you know? And she might be like, yeah, it's good, you know? And then you're like, then joke around a little bit, flirt a little bit, you know what I mean? Do stupid shit, you know? Like, I think women want men who are both, ultimately, who are both, you know, gentlemen and mature on one hand, but also silly and fun on the other hand, right? Depending on the circumstance. So this is the time to be silly and fun and flirty. So you could say stupid shit like she's like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And you could say, oh, may I try it? You know, can I get a sip of it? You know, and you're like, I'm just kidding. You know, yeah, I think I'll order one next. You know, and so you order one next, so that you're sharing something with her, right? You know, and you've asked her like, so you start there, you know, and then you and then to the bartender you say, yeah, let me try what she's having. Okay, boom. Then drink's gonna come, and then you say, you know, whatever, you know, you waiting for friends to come, you know, like you going out tonight, and she might say, yeah, my friends are gonna show up, you know, in a minute. You're like, oh, that's cool, you know, right on. Then whatever, like, you know, you from around here, you know, and she might say like, no, I'm visiting my friend. Like, I just flew out from somewhere. Like, I'm visiting my friend for a week. So at that point, you say, cool, let's go grab a hotel and fuck, you know, and you'll catch up with your friends later. I'm joking. Chill out. So, so, you know, maybe she's like, yeah, I'm, you know, whatever. I'm on the west side or whatever. You're like, oh, cool, right on. I'm over here, you know, right on. You're just shooting the breeze, whatever. Like, are you from here originally? You know, she might be like, oh, I'm from such and such. You're like, oh, cool, yeah, I've been there, you know, whatever, you know. Or she might say, no, I'm native. You're like, oh, no shit, me too. Where were you born? You know, whatever. You know, your small talk, this kind of shit. Then you get the drink comes, and then, you know, cheers. and you know, you drink, you share a drink with her, you're drinking the same thing. Oh yeah, this is pretty good, good suggestion. You know what I mean? And then you talk for a while, and if she's like facing you and like, you know, doing this kind of thing, playing with their hair and shit, then bro, it's a wrap. She likes you, dude. Come on, wake up. You know? Let me take a sip of my beer, actually. Now I'm talking about that. All right. So, so then her friends come, and then you, and then her friends come, and she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get going. Like my friends are here, you know." And you meet them. You're like, "Hey, what's up?" You know. And then, you know, before they split, then you say, uh, "Hey, by the way, do you mind if I grab your number?" You know, and that's all you say. You don't say, "Hey, can I grab your number so I can take you out?" You know, she knows. Like it's implied if you're trying to grab her number, right? Like, do you mind if I grab your number? You know, like you smile when you say it. You know, and you know, she'd probably say, "Yeah, sure." You know, cool. You know, she already smiled at you. You're already sitting here, so you can already tell that she likes you, or she wouldn't have smiled. You know, you wouldn't be sitting here. So, um, so yeah, probably she'll say, "Yeah, sure." You know, give you her number, and then joke around too. Say, you know, like, um, you know, um, when they're taking off, be like, you know, "Hey, if you want me to tag along, I'm happy to." You know, yeah, you know, whatever the fuck you say. Um, you know, I'm not busy the rest of the night. And she might be like, "Yeah, you know what? Come with us." And then you're like, "Cool, right on." Then boom, go. Or she might invite you and say, "Are you are you- are you are you are you doing anything right now? You waiting for your friends?" You're like, "Nah, you know, like I'm just out solo tonight." You know, and she might be like, "Why? Why? You do you out solo a lot?" And you're like, "No, sometimes." You know, some of my friends are married or whatever, and so some, you know, sometimes I go with my homies. Sometimes I just go out solo. You know, it just depends. You know, you can't like you can't like make it all weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever. I go out sometimes and just grab a drink. No fucking problem, because I'm a man and I'm not scared of that. You know, I don't need my entourage. You know, so always, you know. So she might be like, that's a cool quality. Like that shows confidence that you can go out have a drink by yourself and not be like terrified. Anyway, so she might be like, yeah, she might invite you, like, come with us. And you're like, yeah, sure, let's roll. Then you jump in, you know, jump in a car, boom, you know, Uber, whatever. Um, and you know, and then you're meeting her friends, like, oh, what's up, Johnny, what's up, Sophia, you know, this kind of shit, you know, and you rolling somewhere else, you know, and then boom, and then you go end up at another place, and maybe like you're dancing now and shit, you know, and you know, like now you know, you've gone and you know, you're like, let's go grab a drink, you know, and she goes up to the bar with you, and you know, what do you want? And you're like, I got it, you know, and whatever, night, buy her drink, be a gentleman, whatever. And so maybe now you're dancing and shit. Maybe all of a sudden, bang, you're just fucking making out with her. You don't even know how the fuck it started. You just, you know, you're a little tipsy. She's a little tipsy. Boom, you don't know how it fucking started. And uh, and so yeah, now you're making out and shit. And you know, maybe dip into some other like little like low key little spot after that to like you know, slow it down. And maybe she's like on the couch with you, maybe like you know, kind of like her legs over your legs or something, like chilling, having a drink, you know, like being like touchy, flirty, this kind of shit, you know, like you're not making out and shit, but maybe you're just like touching her leg and shit, whatever, you know what I mean? And this is a chick you just fucking met tonight. Um, and maybe her friend's like, cool, we're gonna wrap it up, we're gonna split, and she says like, uh, hey, like, do you want to come back to my place for a drink? You know? And you're like, yeah, absolutely. You know? And then one thing I've noticed is women tend to want to go back to their place. I think they feel safer there, you know, and that's one of the main things is women want to feel safe. I think inviting a girl back to your place, I feel like they feel like I don't know, like that's a zone I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know what could be behind the door. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit's primitive, you know. So I feel like they feel more comfortable bringing you back to their place because they know it. And so then, boom, then you jump in a car, you go back to her place, and next thing you know, yeah, you know, fuck it, whatever. You have a drink and shit. You're talking about some stuff, and next thing you know, boom, you're making out, you're fucking, and you know, next thing you know, you wake up, it's fucking the next morning. You know, this is based on real shit, dude. And then you're like, I wasn't really the type to like slip out in the middle of the night. You know, I thought that was kind of rude. So then, by the way, I'm perfectly happy with my lady. You know, like I'm just talking about this shit because I'm helping my homeboy date, and he's going through the shit now. And you know, and then maybe you know, she wakes up, she has the mascara, you know, which guys think is cute, you know, and she's like, "Do you want to go grab breakfast?" And you're like, "Yeah, let's go grab breakfast. Fuck it, let's ride dirty," you know. Go grab breakfast, pay for it like a gentleman, right? And you know, maybe fool around a little bit before you jump out to breakfast. I'm just being like fucking real shit, dude. And go to breakfast, maybe have like some couple mimosas, whatever. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. You know. And then you're like, cool. Like you wrap up breakfast. All right, I'm gonna get going. Like then maybe you're saying like, you know, maybe you like her, you know, and you're like, you know, I had a great time with you. Tell her right to her face, right then. You know, I had a great night with you. Maybe you want to take her out again. So you're like, you know, let me take you out on a proper date. You know, at some point, you know, and maybe she's like, yeah, I'd like that. And you're like, all right, cool, yeah, all right, I'll hit you, you know, and then boom, you split, and then later, then you do that, and then you know, and then take her out on a proper date, you know, maybe this leads to something, maybe it doesn't. Who knows, man? And there, I would say, if you take her on a proper date, you take her like to dinner, then that's not the date. Like that's the beginning, and then you do something afterwards that's fun and show up, you know, like a gentleman, man. Like bring like one flower, but it could be funny too, though. Like it could be like, I've done this, man. Like where you have your hand behind your back, you say, "Oh, and I got you flowers, by the way." You know, you got to pick her up, and you're like, "I got you flowers." You already been at her house, so she's okay with you picking her up. You're like, "I got you flowers," and she's like, "Oh, really?" You know, like, and you're like, "Yeah, here you go," and it's like with the fucking little like roots, you know, and she's like, "What?" Like, where the fuck did you get that? You're like right at your neighbor's house, right over there, you know? And she's like, so you're like, you probably want to put them in water real quick or plant them, or I could put them back. I could replant them. I don't know, you know? Like, do some silly shit, man. Have fun, be flirty, all that kind of shit. Have fun with it, man. Like, it's not a fucking job interview, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be fun. And, you know, I'm not saying like, you know, I guess you could say that could be technically a one night stand if it doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, whatever, man. Like we're adults. Maybe sometimes you have one night stands, sometimes you don't. Depends, man. Like my channel's not for people who are like, on Christian Mingle or whatever, like. But I also think dating online is good too, But in that case, how long am I going? In that case, you gotta have a good profile. You know what I mean? And in that case, I recommend. I'll probably hit on this in a different video I want to do. In that case, what I recommend is join. If you're not already on this shit, or even if you already are on this shit, join as a chick. And look at dudes' profiles and look at all their mistakes, and don't do that. They're glaring. Their mistakes are fucking glaring. I'm not gonna name them all right now, but maybe I'll name some when I actually do this other video. But anyway, so I just wanted to point that out, man. That it is a myth that women aren't sexual and erotic and all of that. $1.4 million says that is not true. Okay? Anyway, so that's my point. Good luck out there and happy dating. Peace.